Hello, everyone. I am the last person alive, reporting for the Heroes Rebel, and welcome to the extended cut and director's edit, whatever, of this video. So I posted this video about a week ago, and I really didn't like all of it. I thought that any comedy that got out of it was way too forced and just, So I edited some of it out, and I changed some things up. And also, with this director's cut, I'm going to go through all the comments that the feminist herself left on this video, responding to my video. So, you've already watched the video, so now let's go over the comments. Alright, her first issue. Breast removal is much greater procedure which involves removing mass amounts of flesh from the body. Men breast tissue, as well, have a potential of getting breast cancer, so we have to do the same for them. Castration is a minor procedure in comparison, and has also health benefits with a few side effects that can be counteracted. True, but it still promotes, you still produce testosterone, which supposedly by your efforts makes men violent. Okay, her second point. Let me find it. Okay, sperm sample collection would be as I have explained in later posts, done as a rate which is necessary to continue the species. It still doesn't matter. You're taking away our basic right to breed freely. Based on supply and demand, breeders authorized by the government, your government, would be exempt from castration for purposes. Really? Huh. Around 1% of world population will continue to be male. Only 1%? Only 1%? Only one? You want a genocide, basically. You want to wipe out large amounts of male. Likewise, scientists can create a female baby from bone marrow. You just want a utopia for females, and you want to throw men in the trash. You don't want equality. You want a dictatorship. Your utopia sounds a lot like brainwash to me. Continue to male, likewise, science. Okay, from bone marrow. It is protected in the next decade or two. Or that will be able to create a male baby from male bone marrow. You know, this reminds me of an old TV show called Sliders, where they would go into different dimensions and different things would be different. There are two dimensions that I want to talk about. One of them is when there was a plague that was killing off 90% of males in the planet, and all that there were left, and any males that were left were in a breeding camp. In this world, all the females, mostly for the most part, went crazy, and they all became sex hungry. The other universe I would like to talk about from Sliders is the universe where, what was it? Where it's the male and female roles are reversed. Women are on top. We have women. Hillary Clinton was president, and in that world, men were more heavily oppressed than females are in this world. Just a little examples I want to point you to. I can point you to the tropes page or the wiki article about it. You know, that all good stuff. Her third point. Women who do violent things are either incarnated or mentally ill, and thus are protected by my claims. If they cannot be reformed, they are irrelevant to me. By what you're saying is, you're saying any men who do violent behavior are mentally ill too. If not, then you're a hypocrite. All that, basically. Okay, number 4. Removing the clitoris provides no health benefits in the same way castration does. It does basically nothing but remove sexual sensation. Pointless. Likewise, the type of equality that people fight for now cannot be achieved without moving one side of the spectrum. The great division of gender will ever be an issue. Well, honestly, why not just turn everyone asexual? That way we don't have to worry about this kind of crap anymore. It seems that that's what you're going for, a society where women are on top and men are just, nothing. Okay, number 5. The castration of a male who is underage would be up to the mother or closest female relative. it really doesn't matter. It should be their choice. They would be advised if a sample supply was low on demand. They will be to exempt the child from castration for practical purposes. Selfishness is a virtue, not a good one. Humility is one step beneath humiliation. It is a obscure impersonation of future that lead people to believe that completely humanity is necessary for human life. And then she said, done. I responded to some of her things, and I would like to show you my responses. With the one with her being violent. Hold on. That's not true. There have been plenty of women who have done terrible things and are not incarnate or mentally ill. If they're doing anything, they are mentally ill to some degree. Perhaps incarnate leading women to leads women to believe that they need to act more like a man to survive in a man's world. This comes from misguidedly conventional feminism and generally male overlordship that we have today and not have. Do you know that we do have women representatives, and we even have we almost had a woman president? It's not like women haven't had their fair share of the spotlight in this world. We have women governments, women representatives. In fact, I think the governor where I live is a woman, so yeah. Oh, yes, sorry, it is she is a governor, sorry. Lordship, okay. If these people cannot be reformed, they are irrelevant to me. It's like you have removed yourself from all human emotion, and that's a very dangerous thing, because that makes us what we are. So I just simply replied, so you're saying all men are violent. That is sexist in its own right, which it is. Not all men are violent. In fact, large amounts of men are violent. In fact, let's take a look at two extraordinary examples of men who were not violent. Martin Luther King and Gandhi. Two people who were never violent, who did nonviolent protest and just marched. Now let's look at first-generation feminists. Talk about nonviolent. They were burning clothes, trying to kill police officers. Nothing like their counterparts, would you say? I don't know. Just something to ponder, hey? Alright, what else did I say? I think that was really about it. I offered her to a Skype call if she's interested. And I do mean this. If you're watching this, come talk to me on Skype. We can record this and put it on YouTube and put it for everyone to see so we can get some ideas out there and we can talk about this in general. I believe that will truly help with this sort of issue. Thus, we can understand where the other one is coming from. There's just some things you cannot explain and say with text. But that's really about it. Thank you for watching this extended cut. Have a nice day.